Hello, good morning and welcome back to our video lecture of subject OC. This is our lecture number 8 of chapter number 2, that is Principles of Management. Hope all of you are safe at your home. Don't go outside because the pandemic is spreading very fastly and it started local transmission on our area also. So stay at home and be safe. Now let us discuss about the subject matter of OC and topic Management Principles of Henry Fayol. In last lecture we have discussed the basic and introductory part about Henry Fayol and its principles and its commercial and different activities, that is called the administrative and industrial activities, which are divided into 6 parts by Henry Fayol. In last lecture we have just mentioned or list out all the 14 principles of the Henry Fayol, which are also called as the management principles of Henry Fayol. Let us now move forward. The first para, presenting the said principles, it means the 14 principles which we have discussed. Henry Fayol says that these are only directive principles. Success of these principles depends upon the sharp sense of management. It is a task of wisdom. Explanation of these principles can be given as under. So, by presenting this principle, Henry Fayol says that these are only directive principles. As we have already discussed this, that principles of management are not rigid rules and regulations, but it is the accepted beliefs of different managers and different industrialists. Here, in the case of Henry Fayol's principle, he says that these are only directive principles. It means this gives only direction in different situations and challenges of the business activities. Success of these principles depends upon the sharp sense of management. It may happen that the success of any of the management principle or any of the organization is solely depend upon the manager who runs that particular organization. So same way here in these principles of management also, the success of these principles is depend upon the sharp sense of management. Here the management word means all those who are sitting at the top level management and they are focusing on each and every activity of business. So the success or failure of this principle is totally depend upon the behavior, beliefs and skills of those who are seated on the top level management. It is a task of wisdom. It means it is a task which is focused on the particular person who is running the business activities. An explanation of all these 14 principles can be given as under. So now let us start discussing about all these functions or all these principles or all these general management principles of Henry Fayol in detail. In that, the first one, or we can say the first management principle, is division of work. In management, more weightage is given on higher efficiency of employees and manager. Productivity can be increased by optimum use of production equipments. Moreover, division of work is necessary to increase efficiency of employees and managers. Specialization is also possible through division of work. Division of work should be done at managerial and factory level to take benefits of principle of specialization. Now let us start discussing about this. Here, the division of work means all the functions and all the activities of management or factory is divided amongst the employees who are situated at different levels of management. In traditional method or in traditional way of doing a business, there was no specific division of work and no specific rules and regulation regarding the decentralization was there. And due to that, sometimes it may happen that some of the work left unattended, and there will be the chances of duplication of work is also. So in management, more weightage is given on higher efficiency of employees and manager. As we all knows that in today's competitive world, the companies are hiring more and more employees and manager with the higher efficiency. They are taking different kind of scientific tests which are conducted for the purpose of knowing the efficiency or the productivity of particular employees and manager. Productivity can be increased by optimum use of production equipments. Here it means that we are having all the means of production, that is factors of production, that is land, labor, capital and entrepreneur with us. But the productivity can be increased by optimum use. It means whether the resources are available in the plenty or it is available in the scarcity. But if the manager is able to make the perfect use of this production equipments, then the productivity can be increased. So it is solely dependent on the manager's efficiency, which increases the productivity of the business organization. Next, moreover, division of work is necessary to increase efficiency of employees and manager. First of all, what is division of work? In business organization, there are so many activities are indulged in the business activities like purchasing, selling, production planning, marketing, finance, human resource, research and development and everything. Here, the division of work means all the employees are divided into different groups, or we can say specialized group, where they can give their 100% efficiency for the particular task in which they are already expert. So division of work is necessary to increase efficiency of employees and manager. It means here we are recruited the employees and managers on the basis of their specialization and expertise, and we are placing them on a place which are meant for them only. Next, specialization is also possible through division of work. Line this statement. This may be asked in MCQ also. So through this division of work, when we are placing the person on a working area in which he is expert, then we are able to get a specialization, or their special efforts is also possible through division of work, because it is possible that the one person is not able to expertise in all the activities. He is not able to complete all the work with same efficiency. But if we are placing him on a place which is meant for them or their specialized area, then it is possible that through the division of work we can get the maximum productivity, or the usage of specialization is also there. Next, division of work should be done at managerial and factory level to take benefits of principle of specialization. First of all, the division of work should be done at managerial level. It means it should be available on middle level management, where we are placing different manager as per their specialized areas. Like we are having a marketing manager, finance manager, human resource manager, production manager, and like so. So it should be done at managerial level. And second, at factory level, we are placing the different workers on the basis of their work specialization, like the procurement of raw material or movement of material, arrangement of machinery, production of different parts and assembling and everything. So here also we are able to take the benefit of principle of specialization in workers and in managers too. Now second one is authority, or we can say power and responsibility. Power and responsibility are two sides of a coin. First of all, line this statement. Power without responsibility and responsibility without power are incomplete. When a person is assigned a responsibility for some job, at the same time, power assignment is essential. While assigning the power, different parameters like post of employees, knowledge, qualification, experience, art of leadership, maturity, etc. should be considered. As a result, enthusiasm of employees rise and aim achievement becomes easy. So let us discuss the second point, that is authority, or we can say the power and responsibility. First of all, what is power or authority? Authority or power means power or some kind of special rights to give orders and instruction to the subordinates. And same time, the responsibility means it is one kind of answerability where the person who assigned this responsibility is answerable to their superior authorities regarding the task completed by them or the targets achieved by them. So on the basis of this, let us discuss about the power and responsibility. Authority and responsibility, or we can say power and responsibility, are two sides of a coin. A coin without one side is not of any value. Same way, alone power or alone responsibility is of no value in any of the business organization. And that's why whenever any person is awarded with responsibility, there should be some kind of enforcement of power is necessary to provide them. Power without responsibility and responsibility without power are incomplete, because if you are giving a responsibility of completing a particular task, but at the same time, if you are not providing any kind of powers and authority to that particular person, then he is not able to complete his task very efficiently. Let's say, for example, like in classroom, if the teachers are having the powers and responsibilities both. Responsibility is regarding the explanation part and marks obtaining part from the students. It means he has to getting work done from the students, and same time he is responsible for getting a best result from them also. But if we are not providing any kind of authority to them, like he cannot punish anyone, or he is not able to take the homework done from the students, or he is not able to ask any kind of question to students, then this responsibility is of no value. It means it is incomplete. So in same way, in business organization also, if we are providing any kind of responsibility to any of the employees, we should award him with some kind of authority where he can get his work done through others also, or in coordination of others he will be able to complete his task very easily. So power without responsibility and responsibility without power, we have discussed both these points very clearly, are incomplete. When a person is assigned a responsibility for some job, it means if we are providing him with some kind of target, or if we give him a target for completing a particular task within some time period, at the same time power assignment is essential, because alone responsibility or alone power is of no value. While assigning the power, different parameters like post of employees, knowledge, qualification, experience, art of leadership, maturity, etc. should be considered. So here, the assignment of power is different at different levels. If the employee is working at the top level, it means if he is from the board of directors or general manager in a nature, then the assignment of power will be very high, because it is the post of employee which is very high, which needs a high power. But if the person is at middle level, like finance minister, finance manager, or human resource manager, or different functional areas manager, then their power should be higher than bottom level authorities, but lower than top level authorities, because the post of employee is of second line, that is, they are second line managers. Same way, the supervisors, jobbers, and foremen who are lying on the bottom level management will be having very less power opportunity, but we should provide them minimum power so that they can rule on the workers also. So, while assigning the power, first of all, we have discussed about the post of employees. Second, knowledge of employees. If the person is seated on a top level, that is general manager level, but if his knowledge is very less, then power should be assigned on the basis of his knowledge. And if sometime it may happens that the person who is seated on the middle level management, but his knowledge is very high, so we should award him with the highest level of power so that he can get work done from other. Qualification, here two type of qualification is there. First one is educational qualification, and second one is a skill and talent, that is also comes under the qualification. So the assignment of power is also based on the qualification of an employee. Experience, it means the work experience. As we have seen that all the management gurus and thinkers have worked for more than one organization during their working lifespan. So it may happen that the experience of a person is also considered in the assigning the power. Next one is the art of leadership. There is two type of leadership also there, transformational and transactional. In transactional, the leader is giving some kind of vision and some kind of dream to the followers and try to help them in achieving. While in transactional leadership, the leader itself indulge in the formal relationship, and there is a proper reward and punishment system for achievement and non-achievement. So art of leadership is also one of the main element of assigning the power. Maturity of the person, that how mature he is in working conditions. Sometimes it may happen that along with formal relations, the leaders or the managers are also working on an informal relation, and that's why the work will be delayed, or sometimes the incomplete work will suffer the organization as a whole. So maturity level is also considered at the time of assigning a power. As a result, means from all these parameters, if we are assigning a proper power to the employee, enthusiasm of employees rise. It means he will be motivated to work more, and aim achievement becomes easy because now he is able to relate himself with some kind of his role model, which helpful in achievement of his goals very easily. Now, the third principle is discipline. Optimum use of equipments and consistency of activities are very much necessary for industrial discipline. Discipline creates certain kind of harmonious environment. Industrial discipline established by certain kind of rules and code of conduct, and as a result, governance takes place in unit. When employees are more, then control becomes easy through discipline and code of conduct. Employees' interest in job increases. Managers even can take work easily. Supervision, clear and appropriate contracts between workers and owners, and appropriate implementation of punishments at every level are important for discipline. Dear students, first of all, I am reading the whole point because by this way you will be able to understand what are the different words or new words which are used in this particular paragraph, and you will be able to focus more on that particular words while I am explaining. So discipline means it is a one kind of state of mind, or we can say it is different kind of rules and code of conduct by which we can easily take work from the different and more number of peoples. Through discipline there should be some kind of uniformity in the working conditions, and it may happens that it will result into the harmonious relation, that means some kind of agreement between the two class of people, which will helpful in completing a particular task of activities. So let us start with the proper theory part. Optimum use of equipments and consistency of activities are very much necessary for industrial discipline. First of all, optimum use means the maximum use of equipments. We are having different kind of equipments and different machineries in our organization. By the way of different shifts, we are able to get maximum work from these equipments. And consistency means uniformity of activities are very much necessary for industrial discipline, because by this way we are getting the assurance that our work will be completed within the time frame, and it will helpful us in fulfilling the orders which we have already received or fulfilling the targets on which we are working. Discipline creates certain kind of harmonious environment. All of you are also seeing or feeling the disciplinary manners and their results in our school also. Through discipline, we can create certain kind of harmonious relationship. First of all, what is harmonious relationship? So harmony means a state of agreement. It means you and I or you and we are also in some kind of state of agreement, or it is of peaceful existence together. It means you are accepting us as your teachers and we are accepting you as our students, and through discipline we can work together and getting the best results from this particular activities. So discipline creates certain kind of harmonious environment. Industrial discipline, it was the example of our school, but in all the organization also we should have some kind of harmonious environment where two class of people, that is owners and employees, work with each other or together. Industrial discipline established by certain kind of rules and code of conduct, and as a result governance takes place in unit. In any of the industrial discipline established by certain kind of rules means some kind of particular activities where, or we can say some kind of do's and don'ts. While you are in a working or you are working on a particular industry, there is some of the rules which you have to follow. Do's means all kind of accepted behavior and don'ts means all kind of unaccepted behavior. And code of conduct. Code of conduct is also one kind of rules, or it is the strictly followed behavior in the organization. And through these rules and code of conduct, the governance takes place in unit. Here, governance means establishment of policies and continuous monitoring of their proper implementation by the members. So, through this industrial discipline established by certain kind of rules and code of conduct, and as a result governance, that is some kind of policy or establishment of policy and continuous monitoring of their proper implementation by the members, is takes place in unit. So once each and everything will be decided well in advance regarding the timings of the organization, their job roles and their relationship with other peers and colleagues and superior. Now we have to monitor that whether the activities are going as per the rules and code of conduct or not. And if it is not as per the code of conduct, then it will be considered as indisciplined behavior of the particular employee. Next, when employees are more, then control becomes easy through discipline and code of conduct. In many of the organization, whether it is service organization or manufacturing, but specifically in manufacturing organization, we are having more employees. That is, sometimes it may happen that there are 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 5,000, even 10,000 persons are working under the one factory. Then when employees are more, then control becomes easy, because now we are not able to control each and every employee by ourselves or through other supervisors and jobbers. But through the discipline, the control becomes easy, because the code of conduct is there and employees are knowing well in advance that which of the behavior is acceptable and which are the behavior that is not acceptable in the organization. So in many of the organization now we are having a automatic register where the presence of the employees are recorded. This is one of the example of discipline. Now through that the organization is accepted all the presence of their employees, and if the employees are late or absenteeism, then they will take necessary steps on them, and it becomes easy through the discipline and code of conduct. Employees' interest in job increases as there is a proper rules and regulations are there, and as all knows that we have to follow these rules and regulation. Like in our traffic rules, compulsory wearing of helmet is necessary. It means if it is a rule in the road, on the road, that you have to wear a helmet on your head while you are driving a two-wheeler, then if you are having a proper helmet and if you are wearing a proper helmet while you are on a road, then there is nothing to worry. But if you are not with proper equipments that is suggested by the government for road safety, then the police will ask you, or they may stop you and charge some of the fine. So same thing is happening in the organization also, and if the employees are very well equipped with all the disciplinary manners, then their interest in job increases, because they do not have to worry regarding any of the indisciplinary fine and penalties. Managers even can take work easily, because they are knowing how many workers are there, how they are working, and each and everything is monitored and recorded. So they can get work easily from all those workers who are working in the organization. Supervision, clear and appropriate contracts between workers and owners, and appropriate implementation of punishments at every level are important for discipline. Line this statement. First of all, there should be proper supervision in all the activities which are running on the organization. There are some of the supervisors and jobber and foremen are there who are continuously monitoring and finding the variations or deviations in the working areas. Clear and appropriate contract between worker and owner. Here contract means not all that legal contract, but all the activities which are, or all the targets which are decided by the owners, and implementers means all the workers who are working on the particular field. So clear and appropriate contract between worker and owner, it means owner are providing some kind of targets and workers have to implement that targets or work on them, so that the goal achievement becomes easy. Next one is appropriate implementation of punishments at every level are important for discipline. It means implementation of punishment at every level are important for indiscipline. If the workers are not following the rules or code of conduct that is decided by the top level authorities or organization itself, then they may attract some kind of penalties or some kind of punishment at the level of organization. For example, if there is a policy that if the worker is late by more than 5 minutes on 3 consecutive days within a week, then there will be the punishment of 1 full day salary. It means if the employee is late by more than 5 minutes in 3 days, in any of the 3 days during a week or during a 15 days, then he should have to pay 1 day salary as a punishment or as a penalty to the organization. And by this way, organization gets assurance that the workers will be in a discipline and they will come on a time and they will try to complete their work very easily. So with this third point, that is discipline, we are concluding our session over here. Today we have discussed the three different management principles or general principles given by Henry Fayol, that is division of work, authority and responsibility, and discipline. From next lecture onwards we will discuss further, that is 4th, 5th and 6th and more if time permits on the sequence. Thank you very much, class.